There we go. Now we're gyroscoping. I would love to build a MAME cabinet at some point, although honestly, if I ever end up getting like lottery amounts of money, I am putting together my own arcade. And hopefully do better than that. And there are a lot of, there are several games that are on my list. I would love to have Vendetta in a cabinet. The one I would really love to have for a sit-down cabinet is Virtual On. Yeah, it's hard to get the full shots when they, or all of them when they start firing at you on the way in. I still remember the first few times I was playing this. It was really tricky getting used to how this works. Celebration spin in. It was really tricky trying to get used to how this this worked. So I would intentionally avoid the top of the screen. Ah, so close. Yeah, because it was really hard for me to perceive combat upside down. But now, you know, sometimes in this game, it's a must. You just gotta. Just out of curiosity, does anybody have any opinion about the NES Gyruss? I played all the way through it, and I did enjoy it. As much of a departure from the arcade as it was, I did like it. The boss battles were interesting. Damn it. The one thing I wish is that they wouldn't have repeated the fortresses so much. Like half of the bosses were the space station thing. I wasn't sure what direction I was going there. Look at you. I think this came up as a discussion. Yeah, because I've been looking back over the old streams, and in the first one I had done Time Pilot, and I remember this had come up with a this had come up in conversation. One game I would definitely love to have would be the original Darkstalkers. That started off my obsessions with both Morrigan and Felicia. And I also met some really good friends through that game. Currently I have the next best thing. I actually managed to find a Darkstalkers arcade marquee on eBay, which is currently adorning my wall. That is not Uranus. That is Uranus, but somebody didn't wipe right. Wow, I actually got them all. Not gonna happen there. One that I also liked that never really got replicated very well on MAME was Stun Runner. And I'm kind of surprised I like that, because I don't usually like straight-out racing games. Oh, man. I did like hard driving, though. But mainly that's because of my watch NASCAR for the crashes mentality. I just got on there and tried to figure out like how many disastrous wrecks I could possibly make. I keep getting off by one here. Okay, got that group. Oh, did you notice the tail end of the ship folds up when it's making its approach? I didn't notice that before. Or maybe I'm just imagining things. Alright, come on in, boys. Come back in. I need another shot at you. Hey, welcome back, hon. Lucifer enjoyed her walk, I trust? Well, yeah, Lynx had some gems, it really did. But unfortunately, it was hampered by some sins it really couldn't avoid. The main one being battery life and the size. Ah, come on. Ready. Warp. It was like a murder-suicide there. Dang it! I did like the way the power-ups spun around the outside to get to you. That was always an interesting touch. Kids, we still have a warp to Uranus. You're just gonna have to hold it. Yeah. That was a little closer than I wanted to do that. Sometimes I just keep spinning around until I, like, you know, hit something or get hit by something. Ah, you jerks. You are certified jerks. Damn it. How can I miss your pattern after I failed to get your pattern last time? Well, at least I got all them. I'm glad they don't fire on you when they're at that extreme outer edge of the screen. That would be just totally asshole-ish. I didn't get a web page until much later. And it was actually on a server provided by a friend of mine. I remember using a WYSIWYG editor to do it. And I also remember this dumb guy at one of the places I worked. It says, "Hey, do you have a Facebook page?" I go, "No." They're like, "You have a MySpace page?" I go, "No." I'm like, "Well, why don't you?" It's like, "I have a real web page." "Why don't you get the other ones?" I'm like, "I don't need it." Because real web page that I can customize the way I want. That doesn't have any restrictions. And he didn't quite understand. Yeah, the editor, I forget the name of it, but it was a it was what I called a hybrid editor, because you could do WYSIWYG, but you could also do HTML. And that was actually nice because if I needed to adjust something, I could switch back and forth. And I was new at web design at that point then. And speaking good. Yeah. WYSIWYG, for those who may not be familiar with the term, means what you see is what you get. So you just put it together. Oh, good God, I don't believe I avoided that. You just put it together the way you wanted it to look, and that's how it appeared. God damn, I'm playing with fire on those rocks. And yeah, this is exactly as harrowing as it looks. Seriously, I cannot believe I'm dodging some of this. Oh man, their patterns are getting weird now. Yeah, I'm really great at hitting the ones that are disappearing into space forever. Oh man, that was close. Hee. Well, you know, yes, good media is art, and even good web page design can be art. But remember at one time in the real world, the definition of art was extended to a jar of piss with a crucifix in it. So, take that for what you will. Oh, yeah. I had web TV, actually. It was actually being sold at the place where I worked, and I was one of the people that was really good at selling it. In fact, I actually sold my mom on getting it. I told her, like, hey, you can... We had gone to lunch, and she couldn't remember a quotation from a book. And she usually relied on, like, Bartlett's quotations in order to do that stuff. And I said, well, you know, you could probably look it up online. Really? I'm like, yeah. Afterwards, we'll go over to the store. I'll show you. Ah, damn it. And we did, and found the quotation she'd been struggling with all day, and that was enough to convince her, okay, we'll get this. God damn it. And she was rarely ever on it. It was in my room, and I used it most of the time. And when they did the upgraded version that had a 56K modem and a printer port, mine conveniently stopped working. So I switched them out from the service plan I bought. God damn it. Well, I held in there fairly well. Yeah, that deserves actually real initials. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, remember when a 56K modem was, top of the line shit? And one day in, in 10 years or so, I mean, we're probably going to be looking back on this and like you only had a Ethernet modem, troglodyte.
This episode's Galaxy Go Round was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, Viceroy Scorn, Diode, Jumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my out-of-this-world Lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.